Okay, so I just uploaded one video, but now I feel called to record another one because what's coming through really strongly is remember who you are and you know who you are. You know who you are. Remember who you are. You know who you are. Remember who you are. You know who you are. I'm like, where are you going with this? Are you talking to me or is this for someone else? So I feel like it's for someone else. So you're going through this process of remembering who you are. I'm guessing. um, but yeah, they're showing me layers, like when you're peeling the layers off of an onion. But it feels like there are other layers that were added to you. So this feels like stuff from other people that was like placed on you, and you have to take that off. Like take those layers, take those levels off. You know what they're showing me though? It's like specifically when you're peeling an onion. So there's that, that part of the layer that turns into the skin, right? It becomes really fragile, paper-like. But then there's the other part when it starts to kind of go bad, like there's a layer under the skin that can get kind of like black, moldy, and like, just mushy in a way. That's what they're showing me. It's that part, like peel that off. So that's that gunk that other people have thrown on you, okay? Whether it's with their expectations, whether it's with their impressions of you that are just wrong. They don't know you. And if they have the wrong idea about you and they don't really care to get to know you, drop it. Like, no, don't accept that. Don't take those labels on. It's not for you to change their minds, because I'm seeing you turning their face like, no, but like, understand me, look at me, really know me. That's not your job. Okay, you just move through life as you. You can't change how people want to see you. You can't change how people misinterpret what you say, and sometimes intentionally misinterpret what you say because they're looking for a reason to dislike you. And sometimes it could be on an energetic level. Like we don't mesh with people because there are things about us that trigger something in them. Okay. Um, it's not, I'm getting it's not your problem. Don't make it your problem. You have enough. You have enough. I see someone holding bags. Like you've got enough bags of your own. Don't take someone else's bags and hold that and carry that with you. Okay. You don't need that. Drop it. It's not yours to carry. I don't know if they want to take, I put the cards away, but let me just see. Let's use this one and maybe the Soul's Journey cards. But yeah, that's a massive life lesson, okay? It's so easy for us to fall, especially those who have dealt with some level of, whether it's this feeling of abandonment, fear. I realize that I'm testing my resolve to live in the energy of love. You can't live in that energy of love because you don't love yourself if you don't feel self-assured. If you're always looking to how other people see you and you're looking for that, oh, where did I see that? Validation, seeking validation outside versus knowing your value, knowing who you are. See, remember who you are. Know who you are. You are valuable. You're on this earth for a reason, okay? You were created for a reason. You have value. Don't question that. Screw what anyone else wants to say, okay? Don't question that at all. I know so many of us go through that life lesson. Like I was saying, if you have issues with abandonment, and it could be abandonment it doesn't necessarily mean like you were abandoned as a child. It could be like someone who you loved deeply and they leave. Relationships that end, marriages that end. Even sometimes it can be the case with siblings. Like if you have a dysfunctional home life. I don't know why this is bothering me so much now. I feel like fixing it. Do you try to fix things that you don't need to fix in that moment? There was no reason for me to fix this. There's none whatsoever. That was odd. Okay. Yeah. It's because of that you feel like you are the one responsible to fix everything. You're not. You are not. You cannot place that burden on yourself, okay? You have the duty is coming through to live your life for you as the best version of you. I know culturally it can be, there are many cultures besides. I can only speak to how I was raised, okay? Within my culture, there is the idea or the notion of, if your parents took care of you when you were young, because right now what they're showing me is, a parent holding a baby as they're learning how to walk, and then that baby growing up and holding the hand of the parent when they become unstable. And yeah, I believe in that. I do. That's me. It's not right for everyone though. You might not have that kind of relationship where you can be there for your parent. If they're a toxic individual, then you can't put yourself on the back burner to fulfill obligations that other people have placed on you. It's not your responsibility. I feel like saying sweetheart, like you need to hear that. It is not your responsibility, sweetheart. Do not do it. Okay? You have a life to live. Live it. Experience what you want to experience. Take the lessons that you want to. Find that joy for yourself. And if you are like me and you feel like you do, yes, have a responsibility to your elders, fulfill the responsibilities to a degree. Okay, if you have a sibling, place expectations on your sibling as well. It's not only on you. If whatever is possible. Geography can also be an issue. They're showing me a map and one person on this side, one person on that side, of course. But you can be there physically in person, and they can be there emotionally by calling them more often, more frequently, right? There are ways to find that balance. Okay, freedom. I possess the power and free will to create my own happiness. I was just playing around with the card, shuffling it. Okay, yeah, that's really coming through. They wanted me to get back on and just say this, so let's see what else. Doubt is on the bottom. I release the need to know all the answers. And pride. I love myself and I see myself in everyone. Not everyone is capable of doing that. Okay, that's when you get that, that nastiness in some people who they want to tear you down because there's something about you that they don't like. But what they don't realize is you're actually holding up a mirror to them. Okay, what they don't like, what they see in you that they don't like is actually something that they feel like either they're lacking or an aspect of themselves that they want to change. It rarely has anything to do with you, okay? Let's see. What do they need to hear? I see a spa. Maybe you need to take a break. That's simple. Regret. I know I cannot change the past. The decisions that you made are the decisions that you made. Trust and believe that you made them for the right reasons at that time. You had a select, maybe you had a closed set of choices because they're showing me, the math problem with a closed set. That was it. You had option A and option B, and both of them were not the best options, but you chose B because it was like the lesser of two evils, right? And now, fast forward 5 years, you feel like, oh my God, what did I do? Do not go into that. Don't go down that rabbit hole because you made that choice for a reason. You acknowledged at that time that that also wasn't the best choice, but it was the best of two available. So that is what you did. You have to accept that that decision was made and now move forward with whatever repercussions you're dealing with in life, okay? You can't have regrets. It's only going to hold you back because it feels like a chain. Those old, like you see them in old movies, the ball and chain gangs. Like that's what I see. People walking in with all these regrets in their lives that are, just dragging behind them. It slows you down. And it's such a dreary way to live because it's not even black and white. It's like that, that sepia color, like yellow and tinted. But it's still not colorful. It's sad. It's depressing. You don't want to be in that. And you don't have to. This is kind of like self-inflicted. You have to train your brain to get out of it. You've got to work on it, okay? Whether it's through meditation, Create a life filled with joy is coming out. It's one of the cards in this deck, the Astro Ascension deck, and it's like it shows a guitar. So music, use that. You know, music really does have the ability to affect our emotions, right? Immediately. So if you need something to pick you up, listen to those songs that serve that purpose for you to pick you up. Or if you need a good cry, listen to the sad songs that induce those tears. Cry it out, let it out, wash your face and move past it. Then put on that upbeat music and go through life, go through your daily life, knowing who you are. Okay? That is going to change. You know, the Hangman has been coming out a couple of times, pretty frequently, in the past few videos. So I think that's it. It's going to help you change that perspective that you need. You need that perspective shift, okay? From seeking validation from outside to just to understanding who you are and that you deserve a life that you create. Because I see Lego like building blocks. It's in your power. It is all in you. Sure, there are outside factors. There are things we can't control, but there's so much that we can control, okay? And when you change your perspective, you know what they're showing me now? It's like just by simply turning, you see opportunities that you didn't know were available otherwise. It's one of the other tarot cards. Is it the 4 or 5 of cups, where you see the spilled cups on the floor, and but there's one that the divine is offering that because your back is turned to it, you don't see it. But just that shift in perspective will help you see it. Okay? And this is the shift in perspective. It's don't look towards others to again validate. You know those stamps you get the parking spots validated. They're showing you that stamp. This is not light. I'm not making light of what you're feeling, okay? But maybe you need a little bit of levity to get you out of that dark space. But you don't need that. You don't need someone else's approval to be who you are. If they don't like you, they don't like you. Too bad, so sad. Move on. You don't need them in your life, okay? Block them if you can. If they're a family member of someone, you know, that's really close, you know, within your circle, yeah, it's harder to block them, but you can limit the amount of time you spend with them. And, you know, they're showing me cotton balls in your ear. Don't listen. You might hear what they say. It doesn't mean you let that signal get stored into your brain. Those cotton swabs. Plug your ears. Whatever. La 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 la. Whatever. Okay. Okay, that's a weird way to look at it. But where they're going with this is that you don't take it in. Don't take it personally. Let them say whatever they want to say. Those little sound vibrations are going to hit your eardrum. Don't let them get processed by your brain. Ignore it. You know how to ignore things that you don't want to hear or see. Come on, we all do. Okay? So do that. Don't focus on them. Live your life. I think that's it. I think that was just a quick get that out there because I don't have anything else. Again, regret. You saw me just playing with the cards, okay? I know that I cannot change the past. Don't live in this. Don't do it. It won't. It doesn't serve you. You know what I do have right next to me, actually? This might be. So there is a book. This is called The Little Book of Energy Healing Techniques. You might need this. Let's see. Is there one? Healing issues with energy. Yeah, with energy work. I just got this on Amazon, so you can look it up. They have, like here, just look. Okay, you can address all of these issues. There's some affirmations in there that you can use. This is great. I like this book. It helped me when I really needed it. I just kept it over here because sometimes I feel called to look something up, and so I just look it up. But yeah, everything, mantras, meditations, use that. They're bringing me back to frequency though, because I said mantras, meditation, and what came through was that there are certain sounds that or sound combinations. Like the way you say your mantras, if you know, and I'm talking about Sanskrit mantras here. If you say that, then it's the way you pronounce them is important. Okay, it's not just say it however you want to say it. You have to, yeah, you have to feel the words. You have to know the meaning. But there really is a science behind how those sounds were combined. I know people want to say, well, I don't believe that. That was ancient times. There's no way. You know, set that aside. Okay, there's a lot that we're relearning now that was lost to us, and that is, yeah, that's just where we are. Okay, we're in that process of relearning so much wisdom that was lost to us for a purpose. There was a reason behind it. We don't have that, you know, access to understanding exactly why humanity goes through the cycles that we go through, but we do. Okay, so anyway, that was the message. Do not take on the baggage of other people. If they want to throw labels on you, they're showing me Captain America's shield, so dodge it, block it. Don't take it on. And that goes with good and bad too. Like, don't let your ego get inflated. Because if you accept what people say, I don't know how I feel about that one though. Really? You want me to say? Okay. Well, you know, it's like they're saying if you take the good, you have to take the bad too. Oh, but just don't let it go to your head. You can accept it. You can accept the kindness. You can accept the compassionate statements that people make towards you, or even just the great, you know, out of gratitude. If you're a teacher and you know they're thanking you for the wisdom that you imparted on their child, of course, okay, you accept that, but don't let it go to your head, is what they're saying more. So just keep that balance, I guess. Okay. Yeah, because I think you should accept compliments. But I think what they're trying to tell me is don't, you know, don't, because they're showing me a balloon, a head ballooning. Don't let that get inflated. All right. Because then if you take the good, you got to take the bad. And we don't want to take the bad. That's what we were just talking about for these past 17 minutes. All right. Um, I hope this finds whoever needed it. If this resonates, please let me know by, you know, leaving a comment if you feel like it. If not, that's okay. I hope you have a wonderful day, wonderful night whenever you see this, and I will see you in the next message, okay? Bye.